Hello and welcome to another episode of the MTG Arena Run. Today it's the weekend and we're back in Guilds of Ravnica for drafting. Now, I really would like to go back to Ixalan. I could use a bunch of playables there, but I'm not unhappy to be drafting the newest set. And there's so many actually other things I want to try to explore. Anyway, let's pay the piper. Let's see what we get ourselves. Okay. Connive and concoct. This is interesting. So, actually, the second mode is interesting too. We get to surveil and we get to return a creature. I'm willing to give this one a shot. Let's see what. Let's look for any other interesting cards. Otherwise, Sky Knight Legionnaire, Capture Sphere is a decent removal. I don't want to play Dimir again, but this is a very strong signal as it is. Let's go for it. Well, Price of Fame is also a very good removal too. So, wow. So between Price of Fame, Deadly Visit, Artful Takedown, well, we're gonna get something back, but it's probably gonna be the Mesmerist or Vicious Rumors. Let's just take the Price of Fame though. And Blood Operative. So let's see. Whenever you surveil, so we're definitely going to take this one. We have to keep an eye out for surveil cards at this point. Other interesting cards here. Sprouting Removal is interesting. It's main boardable sideboard tech. So that's how I would put it. Ornery Goblin is also a decent one. Haven't had any much experience with these cards yet. Dowser of Lights is actually a little bit better considering that blue-black doesn't get any big creatures. This is probably as good as it'll get. We'll take the Blood Operative though. Something that keeps coming back again and again. So with that, Dazzling Lights, well, we got a better option, Whisper Agent. Taking that one. Let's double check this one. So you have to pay 3 life, so life gain's gonna be important here. Dimir Guildgate's great. Notion Rain is also another surveil card. Could use some cheap creatures that we want to. Wait, let's double check. This is from your graveyard, so we need to also have a big payoff. That's something we have to keep in mind. So it can't just be all these cheap creatures all the time. I guess we could take the Guildgate now. I could take Notion Rain too, I guess, but I might actually want the Burglar Rat over it. I'll take the Burglar Rat over it. Basically, just get some early game going on. Pity. Likewise, along those lines, Pilfering Imp. Actually, I might take the Pitiless Gorgon here. Sure, it's 1 black, but it's very reasonable for us actually. So, Bartizan Bats, Child of Night. Okay, this is where quality dips a bit. I'll take the Veiled Shade at least though. So basically, a creature that can get bigger. Wow, I would much like to get this one, but not taking the Hitchclaw Recluse. I'm willing to give Moodmark Painter a try. We are going to be dumping creatures down. It's between the Painter and Dimir Locket. I'll take the paint. Cause let's see. At the worst, it just gives another creature menace. Which right now we don't have any payoffs, but it's worth a shot. So let's take this one at least. Okay, as predicted, we didn't get much back. We could go Rhizome Lurcher, splash green. But this one's not. I could take the Mesmerist or just even the Vicious Rumors. I'll probably take the Vicious Rumors for this one. Though it's probably gonna. Okay, I'm more likely to take Never Happened though. Do I want Never Happened or another Vicious Rumors? Our opponent reveals their hand. Choose a non-land. No, I'll just take another Vicious Rumors. We don't have much of a payoff for this, but it's more like an experiment of some sort. So another Moodmark Painter. Yeah, I kind of wish I took the Signet now. Crushing Canopy is okay for sideboard. Probably along those lines, Hitchclaw Recluse. Though we are playing best of one, so Barrier of Bones. Actually, no. Watcher in the Mist is probably our best surveil card. On the assumption we're not going to go for the Undergrowth strategy. double green is kind of what kills this one for us. So we'll take Watcher of the Mist. Best creature for us. Sinister Sabotage, best counter. Okay, let's take a look at the selective snare. Return X target creatures. Okay, so I do want to have at least one gate. Kind of at least want to take the Sinister Sabotage, though. Let's see. The problem with this Gateway Plaza is that it literally eats up our turn 2 play at the very best. If you play this late, it eats up 1 mana, which could actually hurt us as well. And since we're only going for 2 colors at most, Dimir Guildgate is probably better in this end. That said, I will take the Sabotage first. Keep an eye out for the Guildgate though. Some of these are not going to cycle back. Child of Night's not so great. Wall of Mist might be decent for us, considering we're kind of playing the long haul. We want our opponent to force our way. Otherwise, Hired Poisoner. We also want creatures to hit the graveyard relatively quickly, so Hired Poisoner is quite good for that one. Cards are okay. We're not getting much of the cards now, so looks like it's kind of overdrafted a bit. Okay, we could take a Vigor Spore Worm. This one actually is quite decent. I could take the Dimir Locket, but let's see. This one's definitely a splash at this point. Do I want to commit to the splash? Well, it's not really even a splash because we can just play this double black. But I don't want to take Child of Night either. Don't want to take Golgari Raiders. Molder Hulk is something I would splash for. I'll just take the Dimir Locket for now. We'll get something back. So Siege Worm's also something worth splashing. Definitely. We'll take the Bats this time. Take the Guildgate this time. And don't want another Painter. I guess now I will take the... Actually, I could just take Maximize Altitude also. This one's an interesting combat trick. We have a lot of small creatures, so the idea is we want to get them over and above. Maximize Altitude will get us 2 shots of it. It's relatively cheap too. I'll take that one just to speculate. Okay, none of these are interesting. Let's just take Might of the Masses for the sideboard, but I'm never gonna play. Okay. Crawl Foragers is another speculative green pick. Otherwise, I probably would not take Prey Upon. It's also 4/4 too. But I probably should take the Gateway Plaza first, if ever. We don't have any big creatures as it is. Let's take the Gateway Plaza. Let's take the Crawl Foragers first. Crushing Canopy again. Okay, I guess we could take another Might of the Masses. Go. No, if I want to splash, it's definitely going to be the Vigor Spore Worm this time. I'm going to take the Wall of Mist over a third Vicious Rumors. Wild Ceratox. So we could switch to green ever. So we now have actually a good argument for dabbling in green. Let's see. For one, our blue is awfully weak. None of the blue cards are interesting. In fact, we could just swap over to... In fact, we could just splash blue instead. So let's before we make our pick, I'm probably gonna take the Pelt Collector. Let's ditch all the blue cards. So we're actually looking for a Golgari Guildgate at this time. Actually, no, the Mill Guildgate's quite fine. So if we put in our splash cards, so Hitchclaw Recluse, Crawl Foragers, Vigor Spore Worm, Wild Ceratox, Dimir Locket goes because that one's a... So now we're only splashing blue for Whisper Agent, Connive. The Watcher might go. But let's see what else. We have Might of the Masses. A bit iffy considering we don't have that many creatures, but we could put it in. Pax Favor is probably a better bet if we want the pump spell. Okay, we'll leave that back there for now. So Pelt Collector, this is a very good turn 1 play. It's also a decent constructed card, so I'm willing to take it just for that. I'll just take it for now. It is a rare after all. Now, let's see. We could take a Golgari Locket. Glaive of the Guild Pack. +1/+0 for every gate you control and menace, so not quite. Experimental Frenzy is a very good rare card. I could just rare draft. Probably much better than any of these. Yeah, let's rare draft. When in doubt, rare draft. But I won't rare draft this time because we actually have an interesting case here. So, Discovery Dispersal, this is Surveilled and draw a card. This is actually good, but I'm probably going to take Status and Statue because this is removal. Plain and simple. Not. Okay, we got a Charnel Troll. Erstwhile Trooper. Scar Creature card. We're barely going to use this ability. Charnel Troll. This is really a late game card. You want to have enough creatures on. You want to have enough creatures just to keep fueling it. Let's give it a shot. We're definitely going to take the Affectionate Indrik. So we're now we're now top heavy on the mana cost. Prey Upon's now a good choice. Golgari Guildgate's also a decent choice. I could just take that instead. So let's take a look at some of the cards we kind of want to cut. I guess now's a good time to cut Watcher. So we probably will cut the Vicious Rumors also because we want to have more creatures now. So probably that said, I still take the Prey Upon. Hope we could get the Guildgate back. Probably not gonna get it back. Let's just take the Prey Upon for now. It's still removal in a sense. So Grappling Sundew. Well, this is a very annoying, but probably just take the okay, but Wary Okapi is more useful, but Generous Stray, we do need to draw into our bigger cards, so I'm gonna speculate and take the Generous Stray. Probably a mistake. Flower and Flourish. No. Probably gonna take another Wild Ceratok at this point. So Pax Favor, definitely going to take that one. And then gonna take another Kral's Foragers at this point. So Porticulous Gate, something we can sacrifice. But otherwise it's just a. We'll actually take the Mephitic Vapors. This could be main boardable. Probably not. So never happened. Take another Generous Stray. Now we have to organize our picks now that we've shifted towards Golgari. So first off, we have the Blood Operative Synergy, but how many shots do we have? 1. Okay, probably the Veiled Shade's gonna. We need to make 5 cuts, and they're all creatures, so that's easy. So let's take 1, 2, 3, maybe a 4. So you only get 4 shots to bring it back. So not very reliable, but still decent. I'll probably keep it at that. So we barely have any 2-drops. Well, we're gonna keep all those anyway. Probably gonna cut the Veiled Shade. Keeping the Generous Strays. I might cut actually 1 Generous Stray. Let's just split it 1:1. Pitiless Gorgon stays. The Bartisan Bats probably's got to go. I'd rather have the Wild Ceratok over that. Keeping the Conniving Concoct. So that leaves us 1 more pick. I'm probably gonna ditch Dowser of Lights over the Grawl Foragers. So yeah, main green, splash black. We probably should. We're already splashing a little blue. We also have Dimir Guildgate. We only really need 1 blue source, and it's just to activate this one. And we actually have decent return targets. Charnel Troll's probably our biggest. Okay, Theory Crafting. I don't want to bring Watcher in the Mist in because that just messes up our mana. But all in all, this is actually quite reasonable. This is a relative undergrowth strategy. But what would I name this deck? Actually, we are kind of dredging. It's a bit of a long way around, but it's still a dredge deck of sorts. Is there anything from our sideboard we can bring in? I could put in Grappling Sundew as a second 2-drop. Might be better than Hitchclaw Recluse. We're kind of overloaded in the 3-drop slot. I'll make that exchange. Sure, it doesn't discourage, but in some situations the activated ability may be relevant. I guess this is what we're doing. We don't have any real sacrifice synergies. I might actually just opt to have Generous Strays instead of Burglar Rats, but sometimes the Burglar Rat is reasonable. Prey upon Hired Poisoner is a reasonable combo. So yeah, we got ourselves a deck here. Now, question is, how well are we going to do with it? So that said, let's give it a shot. So I think my last drafts were, actually no, if now that I think of it, all my drafts have been some sort of blue-black splashing green. Wait, that's not true. I had one recent draft where I drafted white-red. So okay, let's take a look at what we got. We could use one more card, but otherwise we have plenty of playables at this point. Maybe not the Whisper Agent, but oh, actually this is questionable because on the assumption if I draw another card, it's a forest. We don't have any playables. Only Mephitic Vapors, not so great. I'm gonna mulligan this one. Okay, this is this is a little bit better. And I'm definitely keeping the land on top. I'm not playing Charnel Troll turn 3, but I might. And I could have easily just played the Hired Poisoner first, but I want to see what our opponent has. So let's see, gain control. So depending on what our opponent drops, we might be able to take advantage of Connive. Okay, definitely not playing this one next turn, even if I do make the trade-off. Because I'll only get one shot at it. There's no guarantee that it's gonna come back. So I'm just gonna see if our opponent's gonna make the trade or not. This one's a complete feint. Opponent's actually thinking, okay, so since he didn't block, I'm definitely not playing Charnel Troll. Opponent's currently mono white. Just curious what he's got. I'm also curious, why did he hold back? The Depth Guard, oh, Convoke. That just makes it interesting. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, I'll send that email later. Oh, this is gain control of creature with power 2 or less. That's very convenient. I could have just played Wild Ceratok, but I kind of want our opponent to start feeling the pressure as we load up the board a bit. So currently it's white Convoke. I just don't know exactly what else our opponent has. Yeah, they're currently mono white right now. That was fast. Okay. So it looks like our opponent probably got stuck on a bunch of green cards, or maybe probably green or red cards. He didn't draw the mana he needed, and he was about to get a little bit stumped at that point. So not bad. First win. Yeah, that was a case of, I believe, was a good mulligan. It could have gone the other way too. But let's be honest. You want to be able to map out what your plays are. You want to have an idea. I'm going to do this on this turn. I'm going to do this on this turn. I'm going to do this on this turn. If being able to do anything is conditional, you might want to reconsider the hand that you have. So let's see what we got here. Okay, we got our colors. We got enough to play Blood Operative, but that's about it. I'm still willing to keep this one though. because this is a case where the downside of playing a 3-color deck is you're kind of serving way too many masters. So at least we can Price of Fame something. Okay. No need to show our splash. And we can actually Surveil and pay 3 life next turn with them. Mephitic Vapors if we have to. So I'm actually going to attack first, wait on it. No need to trigger the Price of Fame. In fact, it's probably an easy trade. I'll accept it. So I could Mephitic Vapors, pay the 3 life just to get it back. That does a whole lot of nothing. I can wait. In fact, it does boost our Crawl Foragers a little bit, so let's end the turn there. Soaring Companions. Now, this is a good time to hit with Mephitic Vapors, so we'll pass the turn. Definitely not needing those. And gives me an excuse to play the Guild Gate too. So, Mephitic Vapor, Surveil 2. We're not going to draw into any of these anytime soon. Gonna ditch one Mood Mark Painter. Let's get something in the board at least. So, take action, pay the 3 life. So, now we can start Pelt Collector into we can actually Pelt Collector. Okay, Expiring Unicorn. So, it only buffs creatures, it doesn't force. So I can wait actually. So let's start putting some counters around. And if by any chance our opponent plays a legendary creature, so I don't. Let's exile that one. So take action. Okay, so far so good. In the off chance our opponent plays a legendary, you can Price of Fame it. Though that is another Surveil trigger we're giving up. Okay. Okay, so yeah, there will be a fight. It's also combat, attack. Opponent probably has some. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. Opponent doesn't have a response, so okay. Drawing into green mana, so he probably is doing 3 colors too. He's probably gonna try to remove some. Crawl Harpooner does nothing. Okay, that's fine. So we got one creature in the graveyard. Okay, we're not raving in. You know what? I will play this now. Because at the very least it means I can buff the Pelt Collector to 4/4. Does this max? Okay, we're kind of maxed it out until we hit Vigor Spore Worm. Wait, 4, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not gonna go for the win. It's a bit. That's way too greedy. Healer's Hawk. Okay. Let's see. He's gonna have to start spilling cards now. He needs to start having blockers, lots and lots of blockers. Oh, this is no trample. The current Dissident. Okay. So the trick is my Gird for Battle. Okay, that's fine. Because the thing is, he doesn't have enough blockers so far, so I just need to pump one of my guys. So first things first, Price of Fame on the Crawl Harpooner. Surveil 2. Okay, we want the Vigor Spore Worm, so I'm not ditching that. I will ditch the forest though. And okay, so combat, attack, send them all. So he doesn't have enough blockers to begin with after that effect, so yeah, I'll leave it at that. So there we go. So I think what happened was our opponent was trying to put the make the most out of those +1/+1 counters. So he kept holding. I wouldn't say he kept holding creatures back, but he seemed to be holding back a bit. Wait. Okay, on the assumption he drew the Healer's Hawk late. No, he wasn't holding back a bit. He really had card stuck. So that's one pro tip about going 3 colors, especially in limited. If you're going to go 3 colors, you want to minimize the third color as much as possible. Okay, this hand is scary. I'm dependent on another land. I have a reasonable chance of drawing green mana, so I could take the risk on keeping this. I could probably Sundu into Whisper Agent, but well, I guess I'm willing to take that risk. Well, it's for entertainment. Let's take that risk. Barrier of Bones, so he gets a free Surveil. Okay. So far, so it didn't pay off right now. We got 2 more turns to draw a land. Okay, still not paying off. We are about to get burned really hard. So far, opponent's playing mono black too. Okay, so we have to pass the turn. But the nice thing is, I can just discard the Blood Operative. Because I can Whisper Agent, get the Blood Operative back. Well, our opponent's mulligan seemed to pay... Our opponent's gamble paid off a little better. This time, it's not. So... combat. So, okay, let's ditch the Grappling Sundew now, because that's going to do absolutely nothing. I think that was a trap. If it had been the Hitchclaw Recluse, I probably would have mulliganed immediately. And our opponent is sitting at a position where he could kill any of our creatures, so... That said, let's pass the turn. Let's make it look really bad, but the nice thing... But we can surprise this guy with Whisper Agent. Wait. Okay, it's Vigilance, +X+X, and doesn't get the bonus because nothing's died. Okay, resolve. So, he's gonna attack. I'm going to cast Whisper Agent. So I need to surveil... Okay, we're keeping that Swamp because that gives us mana for Price of Fame. So, pay 3 life, take the action. Gonna block. So we're definitely not gonna connive. We're gonna try to concoct if ever. So Moodmark Painter does not do much for us. Yeah, I have to Price of Fame first. That creature is way too big and we're kind of behind right now. So definitely gonna ditch the Crawl Foragers, keep the Dimir Guildgate because we can... Okay, District Guide's not so bad, so I can play Blood Operative, play into the Guildgate, then we can start... Okay, he's getting Golgari Guildgate. So let's play that Guildgate, play our Blood Operative. We're gonna trade it off immediately because... Okay, then let's exile from our opponent's graveyard. Let's get rid of this guy. That's very scary. So we will trade. Vicious Rumors, so we're going to lose 1 card. Let's lose the Wild Ceratok. Wait, we also lost a card off the top, so it's Swamp. Okay, not so much. Dead Weight. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I probably should discard... Okay. So, let's take a look at what we have here. We got enough creatures, so... I can play Crawl Foragers just to get back. And if this guy somehow dies, I can connive and concoct just to get it back again. I might actually play Moodmark Painter first, though. Okay, so he's drawing into lands. So he's thinning his deck out. That's the good news. Okay, so we're getting mana as we need it. So we have to make some considerations. I can actually play the connive and concoct. I can play the concoct half. Let's play the mood mark painter first. Actually, no. Let's prey upon. Then, yeah, let's connive and concoct now, cause let's concoct. Let's see if we can ditch. Okay, we kinda need it to be. I'm actually gonna try to be careful. I'm gonna ditch both of these lands. Yeah, cause I have the colors I need. So ditch those. Let's get another Crawl Forager. Yeah, that's probably our best one. Let's get another Crawl Foragers. So it's even more likely. Take action. I don't think that is right, but you know what? Okay, let's see if he's willing to trade. Okay, he is willing to trade. So there you go. And next turn we can mood mark into Blood Operative. We could status and statue if we have to. So we managed to catch up out of that bad situation. Opponent has Mulder Hulk, so perfect. Gets another shield mate. So let's see. And let's play the Blood Operative. And let's get rid of our opponent's Mulder Hulk. I don't want to see that again. So we're basically removing creatures on the assumption our opponent has Undergrowth. I think he has. Yeah, he has. We got rid of the Vigor Spore Worm. Okay. So opponent is now playing his own Crawl Foragers. Interesting thing is I could just mood mark painter the Blood Operative. No. Yeah, we'll take the hit. Yeah, let's play the Generous Stray first. Gives us something to draw into. Okay, Forest. Mood mark painter. So let's just put it on the Blood Operative. Kinda willing to let it die anyway. I can also trade Crawl Foragers, but yeah, let's try to offer trades. Same as in chess, if you're in a position where you're leading, simplifying it as much as possible is important. So if our opponent tries to block our Blood Operative, he loses. Okay, he's gonna wipe the entire board. So let's end the turn there. No need to shore. We don't have any double green. Midnight Reaper, bit late. Golgari Raiders, that's a bit big. So actually no blocks. I think I can afford to take one hit at least. Okay, now this is where we're in trouble. But I will attack with the Mood Mark Painter. So our opponent did have the Golgari Raiders as a payoff. So let's throw the Generous Stray in front. Might have to hold the Mood Mark Painter back to block Midnight Reaper. Yuck. Now we're starting to draw lands. So we're probably gonna lose this one. Well, it was worth a shot. Opponent's not going to attack with Midnight Reaper. It's probably got removal for this one as well. So I'm gonna pass the turn. If I attack, I'm only gonna hit for 2. I have to assume our opponent has something that is equally dangerous. This one was a given already, so he probably has a way to get it back. Or just draw a card, I guess. Another generous trace. So he's loading up the board. At least we survived that. We survived those raiders. That's the good news. We don't have any card draw at all. Oh! Maybe you could survive for 13 turns. Okay. Affectionate Indrik will at least get rid of that one. So let's do that. So let's at least get rid of his card advantage engine. So pass the turn. So yeah, I'm guessing Bird probably okay. Opponent probably has some sort of pump spell. If it has Bounty of Might, there's nothing I can do about it, so I might. Is he loading up for another? Okay, dead weight. Gets rid of Moodmark Painter. That was weird. But I'll keep holding that. I know he's loading up his graveyard for bear. He's probably got something big. So, oh yeah, we did put 2 Moodmark Painters. Now, if he has an... Okay. Well, it wasn't enough to kill him yet, but I guess it was scary enough. So what was our opponent holding here? Lands? I think he might have been sandbagging lands. That's a possibility. You can only speculate, but let's... Well... It's kind of... I don't want to say that game was inescapable in our favor. I think we had plenty of opportunities to lose. Our opponent trying to attack into our Death Touch creature seemed really weird, actually. He might have been afraid we had another Prey Upon effect. I did have a Prey Upon. I used it up already. He might have suspected I'd have another one, so he probably wanted to get that out of the way. So we're definitely keeping this one. Blood Operative, another one gets us a Moodmark Painter. Charnel Troll is really starting to look like a late game card. And, okay, I'm gonna take some hits first. Interesting enough, if our Blood Operative survives, we can prey upon with it, I guess. So we're gonna take some hits at least. Ooh. This is starting to look like a pretty poor hand. Our curve was pretty much 4 and up. No, we had a bunch of trees, so that was the best case scenario. Okay, we have no return. Actually, I'm just gonna take the damage again. Our opponent definitely had an effect of some sort. I'm gonna swing with Blood Operative next turn. One-way Steamkin. Okay, I'm gonna attack it. I'm gonna attack into it. So... I might actually just throw the Blood Operative away. We'll accept the trade. Gain the life back. At least it gets rid of this guy before it gets out of hand. Okay, no trade. Perfectly fine. And then we play Wild Ceratalk. Now we can start... Now I can start making some trades. Now if he gets the mana to pump this guy, that might be an issue. Okay, so... I might only block the Steamkin if ever. If he kills the Ceratalk... Oh. So he's gonna buff that. It's a 4/4, so... Oh, I can still block it. In fact, I kinda have to now. If he has a pump effect, that's gonna be really annoying. Yeah, I think he had... I should have seen it coming, actually. Maniacal Rage is actually very good if you really are in the Boros aggro. The assumption is that you're... Okay. it. So we now have a creature in our graveyard. We can chump block with Whisper Agent. Am I gonna catch anyone by surprise with it? Probably not. I could charm. No, you know what? Let's cancel the attack. Let's play Charnel Troll. And then prey upon. We will lose the Wild Sarah talk. I'm gonna try to trade the Blood Operative so I can play Whisper Agent, get it back. It's a bit dicey. Probably trading the Runaway Steamkin might have been a better play, but we had no outs for the Sky Knight Legionnaire. At least this forces our opponent to think about how he's going to attack. Okay, now solve the Charnel Troll problem. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to body it. So now up to 5 mana. Interestingly, I can play, block, then Pax Favor. So let's do that. Pass the turn. This is awfully suspicious. So play. Now he has a chance to respond. So I definitely... I do want the... Yeah, I do want the forest. And I want the... I'll take action, take the hit. So let's block. Let's see. Now this is a bit of a... Okay, okay, if he has a response, it's okay, he had a response. Yeah, there's a bit of a Hail Mary moment in that one. Oh wait. Does he still have a response? Call it Sure Strike. Oh, okay, he had the response. Fresh faced recruit. So his creature's maxed out. Kinda looking for a status and stature now. I can play Vigor Spore Worm. It does nothing, but it gives us something to trade with. Alternately, I can play the Blood Operative. No, I'm just going to end up taking 6. Let's just play the Vigor Spore Worm now. Target this guy. Does nothing. Opponent played out a lot of good cards here today. So we're definitely going to go... We're definitely going to take that some damage. In fact, if he spends his money to pump this one, we're definitely taking 6 going down to 3. I'd have to play the Blood Operative next turn. I won't be able to play both because I'm mostly green right now. Yep. So that means he's got no tricks. So we'll take the 6. So let's see if we can get out of this. Oh, we can actually. Sort of. Now the annoying thing is... I can only block the Boros Challenger, so opponent's graveyard. Let's get rid of the Runaway Steamkin, because that's the best one. Take action. And it's the only way I'm gonna gain life back out of it. Probably gonna end up... Oh no, okay, that's this. So the interesting thing is... Okay. I have to block both creatures, that's a given. So I lose both. Can't be helped. So at least we're back up to 6, but... Okay, I go down... Let's see if he has... Wait, he has a way to pump it, so it doesn't matter. That said... Yeah, none of it really matters, so this is a really good game here. Let's see if he misses it, though. Ha ha ha. Probably not gonna miss it. Let's play this land. Yep, good game. Ooh, that wiped out our rank all in one go. Still bugged. Well, I have no illusions I'm that great. So we've got 3 wins, 1 loss. Still quite happy with what we're doing so far. I'm a bit envious that everyone else has a very good had a very good chance with Boros. I'm yet to get there. So let's see what this matchup is like now. So we kind of got a bit stuck. Okay. We got a generous stray at turn 3. We could probably prey upon 1 more lands for Wild Ceratalk. I am willing to keep this one because our cards are mostly green. That said, I would be happy with a swamp next turn. Yeah, that'll block that one pretty good. Okay, not quite. I can status something if I have to. It's a bit piss poor though. Anyway, this one is yet another Boros deck. Let's hope our opponent doesn't have a... I take it back. Our opponent has a very good opening curve. So we're gonna take 1 damage. Okay, we didn't get the mana we need, so let's hope this one gives it. So not quite there yet, but at least a black mana will trigger Whisper Agent. We do have an interesting out where we can status first, then prey upon. So, no blocks. Okay, so got 4 mana. That's Wild Ceratalk range, so... Can't play Statue yet. Let's play the... Okay, if I play Wild Ceratalk, this one gets true. I have to get rid of the Sunhome Stalwart first. The... Man, that's an issue. So, combat, attack. Pro tip, please don't hover over... Well... It could just be me being next level. Let's see. So we're gonna boost this one. He might have some sort of removal. Well, that's okay, I guess. So at least get rid of that 1 trouble card. But that's very poor. Spending 2 cards just to get rid of that one. Haunted Witness, so definitely Maniacal Rage. Okay, so let's hold it back, no blocks. Life total is precariously low. Now we hit our mana. I could Burglar Rat into Charnel Troll. Our opponent could simply choose not to block, so I can surprise with a Whisper Agent, but let's see. Our best bet is really Wild Ceratalk. It at least trades with the Banneret. Yeah, let's just do the Ceratalk first. It's the safer one. It's not the one I'm happy with. So now that our opponent attacks with these 3 guys, I'm just going to throw the Stray in front of whichever one's bigger, most likely the Marshal. Alternately, if I think I can survive, I might actually block the Haunted Witness first. Give the Stray 1 more chance. But I do want to get this... Well, I'm going to have the Ceratalk in the graveyard, so that would be okay. Basically, I want to put our opponent in a position where he has to keep on blocking. And get our creatures die. When it's up to something, he's deciding if he wants to drop a creature of some enchantment. Okay, so he maximizes velocity. If he does it twice, I'll just throw the Generous Stray in front of it and keep the Ceratalk. Yeah, he's gonna maximize velocity. Ooh, that's an interesting card to ditch. So, okay. So the interesting one is I can take 4. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I can take 4 damage, block the witness. So we got another creature in the graveyard. So now we... Okay, so... Now we'll do the... I really wish I could do another swamp. That would be nice. So... Got rid of... Okay, that was a good one to get rid of. So... Unfortunately, we couldn't play Charnel Troll, so... We might be in danger. Yeah, the mana mix was wrong, so no attacks. But playing the Burglar Rat, yeah, that misread was actually a good play at least. Because if we managed to play this, it's all over no matter what I did. Well, that one makes it all over no matter what I did anyway. Yeah, but that was a good game. A little bit of mana issues. Let's actually take a look at our mana mix before we head into our next game. We seem to... Okay, so it actually went back up. Oh no, or did we drop... Or did we drop from tree? Were we in tree to begin with? Okay, let's do a check on our mana mix. We actually have more swamps than forests, so... kind of slightly unlucky there. I could try to ditch a green card to... and bring in a black card to skew the mana mix a little bit, so we could maybe draw less forests. But I guess that's something we have to keep in mind also. We are swamp heavy. Yeah, I think I lost a rank. One thing I realized also is I probably should start asking the community who are actual streamers. Okay, we don't have a real play at turn 3. All our plays are practically turn 4. I kind of still want to keep this though. What are the odds we hit another Boros deck? Probably high actually. Let's see. White or red, white or red. No, it's blue! Okay, so we might have dodged a bullet, but we need to draw one more land or else we're in real trouble. Preferably black so that we could go Serra. Okay. So another land. Okay, perfect. Still not playing Charnel Troll. So this is gonna be interesting. I want to see how the Izzet works, especially if we give them plenty of time to work their magic. So no reason to play the Blood Operative yet. I'm gonna play something big. Okay, counterspell incoming. Okay, Sinister Sabotage. Well, it fuels our Crawl Foragers a bit. Actually, it also fuels our Charnel Troll for one turn, but a little bit poor at that. Opponent ditch Radical Idea. Only Guild Mage. She can just jumpstart the card later. It's actually got a decent amount of card draw right now. So, could play Pitiless Gorgon. No, we'll play the Blood Operative. I want to encourage him to trade some sort. Oh, please don't tell me he's got another Sinister Sabotage. Wait, he could just be waiting to respond with Radical Idea, I guess. So, opponent's graveyard. If he's gonna draw a card, he's gotta do it now. So at least we kind of forced his hand. So he's gonna do it now. Well, I think, to be fair, he was probably gonna do it anyway. But now we can effectively trade the operative with, say, the Electromancer or the Guild Mage. Opponent's going to start drawing into even more cards. Is he gonna... Oh, he can actually copy it if he needs it. Okay, he's either chosen not to copy or he forgot to press full control. That's one... Oh wait, no. That's not necessarily true. The game not... that's actually an interesting change from before. Before you had to remember. Now at least the game is willing to hold it for you. So, that said... gonna block, so that outlived its usefulness, so that's perfect for us. That gives us 2 cards. I'm willing to just drop the Kraul Foragers now. So I'm willing to take the 4 damage from this guy because I know I can just kill it next turn, then get the Blood Operative back. No. Surprised our opponent didn't... Oh wait, he played the Piston. Okay, he's actually holding a lot of cards back right now. Let's go for it, I guess. I have no reason to hold the spell back anymore. And let's see if we can ditch a few other cards. If we can ditch some of the cheaper creatures, we're good because that means Charnel Troll gets in. So we get to ditch swamps instead. I need at least 1 swamp, so I'm gonna keep one, ditch the other. Yeah, we're gonna pay the tree life. Then you're gonna swing with the foragers. Opponent might have a response, but we definitely have to make our opponent start losing cards at this point. Combat trick? I think he has Sure Strike. That's probably the one. Okay, he had Sure Strike, but that's okay. At least it's going on the creature and not on our face. And the more cards we can get him to lose, the better. Also next turn we can actually take the League Guild Mage out. Especially if he... Okay. But I do have an alternate plan. Let's play the Blood Operative because he's seen it. Got 2 featured cards. Let's opponent's graveyard. Let's force him to use up his radical ideas now. I guess he's not getting that one out, so let's play the Pitiless Gorgon next. Whisper Agents gets a Surveil. Trying to see what else he's got. It's probably gonna... He didn't ditch anything, so... Leapfrog has flying. Kinda okay. Probably gonna use Affectionate Indrik on the Whisper. Actually, the League Guild Mage might be the... Oh, it's a spell you control, so not quite. So I have multiple options. Moodmark Painter on Blood Operative gets my life level back up. Then I can still play Hired Poisoner afterwards. Let's do that. And 2 creatures in graveyard's not a bad deal. So combat. I'm gonna actually attack with the Pitiless Gorgon also. Now this only has Menace, so he can actually still kill my Blood Operative. Not that I mind, it'll cost him 2 creatures to do it. Okay, so he's ditching both. Unless he's got another Sure Strike, that would be annoying. Yep. Again, at least get it out of the way. Let's play another Hired Poisoner. So 3 creatures in the graveyard. Still feel that's a bit iffy. Okay, so quasi-duplicate. It has flying. This also has flying, but at least it's not gonna attack anytime soon. So let's take the damage. I'll probably play the Indrik first. Let's get rid of some of these guys. Probably gonna get rid of the Leapfrog because that's what he seems to be depending on. Now, kinda suspect, but I have to go for it. Basically, if I can get as many of my guys in the graveyard, the better for Charnel Troll at least. That said, our opponent could just take the damage. Okay, he's gonna take the damage. We have one blocker, which he... What are the odds he has a third sure strike? He has electrostatic field, so at least we could fight through... Okay, so Moodmark Painter is now held back. Everyone else is okay, at least. He could quasi-duplicate... He's duplicating the electrostatic field. Oh, he's duplicating the frog. He's gonna go in for another 3 damage. So... Actually, no, I can attack with everything. Because I can Pax Favor whatever he blocks with Moodmark Painter with. So he thinks that's safe. He's gotta start blocking creatures at some point. There you go. I think he's just trying to hope to get me through the air. Okay, he's really deciding what's more important. Yeah, he probably doesn't need the wisp. Okay, he's really taking his time. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7. It's only 8. No. Let's get rid of the electrostatic field. That's what's gonna kill. Again, not that many creatures, but at this point I don't mind because there's only so few turns left. One of us is gonna die at this. One of us is gonna die in the next turn or so. So we're at 9 life. Okay, that was it. And so we outplayed ourselves on this one. We didn't have enough ways to kill the leapfrog. We did make the right choice in killing it, but just didn't. We were not able to pressure our opponent enough. And he's gonna copy to pump one of his other guys. Oh well. But that was a very interesting one. We did get quite far. We just did not have enough. Yeah, we didn't have enough removal. But all in all, don't knock the deck down. It looks like this one was able to do quite good work. So that's pretty much it for this run. It was not as great as last time. Still trying to find my feet wet. Still trying to make the most out of Guilds of Ravnica. I can't say I've solved it. Still plenty of time though, at least until January. So let's claim our spoils. Let's open a few packs, but anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you liked what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay. Yeah, I hope there's been a recent explosion of subscribers. Thank you very much. Okay, it's not that many, but I'm not too greedy. I'm happy to everyone who's actually who's letting me know that yeah, we're interested in your content. We're signing up. So yeah, turn on notifications if you want to get into my other content. And that's it for this weekend. If you like, oh, I already told you. So thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time.